day 3, yes, at ISSA.
Yeah, good morning.
Vegas. Let's see, we are going live, getting Instagram ready. It's live, getting Facebook ready.
I got to say, we went out last night and I had a great time. I don't drink, by the way, but I feel like I'm hungover. It's just my body is water, sleep. Well, actually, the sleep was pretty good.
Oh, that was me.
But no, just water, the walking, the fun. Lots and lots of fun last night.
Yes. So we're wrapping up day 3 at the ISSA North American Convention, right?
Yeah.
And so if you're in the cleaning industry and you don't know what ISSA is, it's like the World Association of Cleaning. And we're here with thousands and thousands of people and vendors. It's been fun. I think they had me at 7 different places.
Count 7.
7 different places, speaking, being a panelist, being a host, being an MC. And I have to say that this is like my 4th convention for ISSA. And we did it a little different this year. Mm-hmm. As you can see, we're live streaming. We chose not to sell. We chose to make an impact and to teach because all of our competitors are selling. So what's the one thing that you can do that your competitor doesn't do is care or make an impact, right? Yeah. To give and to teach. So I had a fabulous time talking on 2 AI panels, power of playbooks, hiring and retaining employees, which was by far my most impactful talk.
Yeah. People
are stopping me everywhere in the hallway saying, oh my God, this was worth my whole trip. And I was kind of like blown away. I was like, wow, thanks. But giving away my frameworks, my slide decks. And if you stopped by my booth, I was never here because I was out teaching and sharing. And so if you do want to run into me today, I will be around the booth most of today. But if not, we made this fun QR code because everybody was trying to find me and it says, where is Libby? So it told you where I was at throughout the 3 days. Super fun. But I chose a different approach. I chose to make more impact in our cleaning community, in the cleaning industry, by giving and teaching and sharing versus just selling to sell or trying to make a deal. Because we all know, even in the cleaning industry, when we run a sale or we do like a 50% off a deep clean, those are our highest churning customers, our worst customers.
Right.
And I just wanted to make a difference. And then last night, this was the first event that Woot Recruit and myself ever actually hosted. And we did it with Martha from QDS, Drew Larison from Larison Media, and Holly and Summer from the cleaning software. And oh my gosh, it was so fun. It was kind of surreal, closed for a private party. And
it was a sold out.
Yeah, and it was sold out. We sold out the event. But I told Chris, I'm like, ooh, this is our party. It's closed out for a private party. And it was super fun.
It was cool to see the names on the actual, the bar menu for the drinks. Super, super fun.
So it was fun. We had a costume contest. Woot Recruit gave away cold hard cash for the best dressed. Right? And Sharon Timberg won 3rd. I don't know who won 2nd. Can't remember. And then Marlo won 1st place. She got $200. So it was a great time. But I think it's a really great topic, especially approaching the holiday season. Do you want to sell or do you want to make an impact? Whether you're selling your cleaning service, you're selling yourself, you're selling your software. I've volunteered and sat on ISSA Council for about a year, and it's been so interesting to be on it, just to see insights from our industry and what's changing and what's going on. And we do the same thing with Organize It. We give all the time through video and blog content versus constantly just selling.
Yeah, and I'll be honest with you. I don't know. I get a lot of value, a lot of reward out of just knowing that selling is off the table. When I came here before, I think it was like 3 years ago, 2 years ago.
3 years ago. We sold
Yeah.
17 deals, and every one of the 17 churned.
Yeah, but what I was getting at there is that the focus or the goal of coming to it was we're setting up the booth. We're gonna, I'll be honest, we're gonna make it worthwhile. We're gonna go ahead and give a great deal. We're gonna sell a lot. We're gonna close. And so, and I'm not a sales guy either. And so for me, it was, I got to be in, quota breath,
Commission breath.
Selling mode, and it felt a little bit disconnected from who I am, and I think that coming now back into ISSA, just coming into it with a servant mindset of I just want to help, share, and give, with no literally on our table we had nothing that was sales oriented.
We didn't have the name of our company on the table.
Right.
I told Chris, I was like, we probably should have put Woot Recruit on the table
'cause
somewhere.
Somebody came up and was like, "Oh, what kinds of apparel do you make?"
Oh, because all we were doing was giving swag. And we gave great swag, by the way. We gave, hoodies.
Hats.
We gave some really dapper looking hats.
So,
and Chris didn't even save me a hat. I wanted a hat. And sunglasses and and tumblers. The tumblers were a hit. And so we just gave swag for, anybody who wanted it. And hoodies were a hit because it's freezing in this hotel.
Oh my goodness.
Tumblers were a hit because you are dehydrated because you got to walk like 17 miles a day and you need somewhere to put some water.
I heard a few people say that the hoodies saved their life.
Yes.
Because it was so cold, Arctic cold. And kind of came out of that thinking that next time we're going to get some swag chapstick.
Oh, and
Because it is so dry up here and so cold that it's a necessity. But what I was getting at was the whole idea of giving. For me, now that we kind of started to lean into our date mornings, sharing weekly, this has been an exercise for me, honestly, in my conquest for practicing full transparency. And trying to kind of get myself to the next level of just that pure clarity, that mindset. I want to keep sharing and just being able to be here and give without any assumption or any indication of receiving. Honestly, has opened up a new world for me in just being able to connect deeper and more intentional in the conversations.
Not even just with friends, but even with your own sisters.
Yeah, 100%. And I'm real now. To the point to where sometimes it's a little bit uncomfortable in conversation, not necessarily for me, but just because I'm open about certain topics, I think it just kind of opens up everybody's worlds. And I had some great conversations with Aaron Coleman, and a few others, Wendy Nellett. But I love being able to share. I love being able to talk, not necessarily about business, but a lot of personal, a lot of lifestyle, a lot of kids, a lot of family, a lot of marriage. But I think that it all kind of tied back in the conversation somehow back to business.
Well, the reality is that if you're not a healthy, happy person, or you don't have a healthy, happy marriage, there is no way on God's green earth you're going to have a happy, healthy business.
Yeah. And it was
just
great.
Not.
Right. I was able to see Katie from Genie Cleaning.
Yep.
The office manager, or she's the general manager, I think.
I think so.
Yeah.
Actually, I don't know. I think so. I think she might be moving into marketing. I don't remember.
Yeah. But she's a woman of all trades. Mm-hmm. Yeah. But met her husband and had some great conversations about kids and family and marriage as well. So again, it was really, really eye-opening for me and enlightening.
And this is a cleaning conference, guys, and this is what we're talking about at the cleaning conference.
Yeah. But just hearing that feedback also from people and just connecting on what we've been sharing so far, how it's helped, and honestly, for some people, saying that this has helped keep them moving forward in just what we're trying to share and give and insights without having to ask for a sale. It's been huge.
Yeah. It's been a great show. I have to say this by far has been the best show for me personally. Got to see some old friends. Molly came to see me.
Logan.
Well, I'm thinking she just came to see me, but she probably came to the conference. And Logan,
with
right?
his suave new hairdo.
Dude, Logan, that is some sexy, sexy hair.
Yeah. I thought that was Russell Brunson coming up to us for a minute.
He looks fabulous. I loved the long hair.
Yeah.
But it's been a great show. But I think most of all, the greatest thing is the affirmation of when you're just being yourself,
Yeah.
and you're just doing your thing, and you're not getting caught in the chisme, the gossip, the drama of our industry, and you're just kind of like riding in your own lane, saying, "I don't know what's going on, but I'm having a great time."
Yep.
And I'm just here to have a good time, and I'm here to share through my mistakes and my journeys. And I was always so resistant to saying, "Oh, I'm a coach," and I still very rarely reference myself to that.
Yeah.
But then I look back and I said, "Oh my God, I have done a lot of crap, and I've messed up a lot of stuff, and I've made a lot of mistakes, and shame on me for not sharing those earlier." But it was a issue. Like I kind of thought it was conceited, or I lacked confidence to share, because I'm like, who wants to listen to anything I've done? Well, I've done so many things wrong that I can help you not do them wrong now.
Right. Yeah. I would say the same for myself as well, maybe in different ways, but yeah. I will say that coming out of ISSA and all the conversations that I've had, again, me being an introvert, forcefully connecting and sharing openly and engaging, but I took a lot of nuggets away that I didn't think I was going to. As funny as it is, Sharon Tinberg, it was great to connect. She's always a fireball.
Hoot. I love her. She is a good time.
Yep.
You go anywhere with Sharon, and you are in for a good time and some laughs.
Yeah.
I made a post this morning on our 474th morning date, and it was a quote that Sharon told me yesterday, I think, or 2 days ago, while we were going down the escalators, getting ready to host some roundtables. And Sharon, her quote was great. I mean, it was kind of, when she said it to me, I was kind of like, oh, like, that's kind of direct, but I like it. It sounds like something I would say. And her quote was, and I put it on my Facebook feed under date morning number 474, and it's, "To keep your love brewing in the loving cup, when you're wrong, admit it, and when you're right, shut up." And I was like, oh my gosh, like, I love that. I need to shut up all the time. Not when I'm wrong or right, just all the time. But I like that. Like, when you're wrong, admit it. It's a powerful statement.
Mm-hmm.
And I think it took me a long time to learn that.
Yeah.
But that just goes to show you, like, marriage is, sometimes you have to.
Attention all exhibitors. The ISSA 2024 exhibit hall will open in 10 minutes. Get ready for a great final day.
Great final day. So the show floor is opening in 10 minutes. Show floor is not open yet. It's probably too loud once the show floor opens to do a live. But when she said that, I was kind of like, that's why Chris and I are in this place of, like, pure, like, bliss. It sounds so corny.
Yeah.
But it's because we practice that. Like, if we're right, just don't rub it in someone else's face. Don't keep going. And if you're wrong, don't hold a grudge. Shut up.
Well, if you're wrong, admit it. Yeah.
Yeah, or if you're right, I said, if you're right, shut up.
Yeah.
Don't, and if you're wrong, don't hold that grudge.
Yeah.
Like, don't keep pushing and picking at it. I don't know, but for me as a woman or girl or female, whatever you want to call me, dude, I used to hold grudges. I used to try to prove that I was right, even if I was wrong. I don't know if I have a complex issue. I've worked through that, and I will be the first person to admit I'm wrong.
Yeah.
But that took me a long time to learn.
Yeah, but again, back to, and we've probably talked about this a couple date mornings ago, is there's going to be, when you first get started with, like, practicing this level of connection or communication, I'm just going to say personally with your spouse or whoever else in your relationships, but it's going to suck starting, because you're going to have this film or this barrier that's been built up or developed of the lack of transparency. Not saying that you aren't transparent, but it's the lack of communication in terms of being fully transparent, fully open. And so it's going to be really hard. It's going to suck because you're going to need a lot of time to really break down each piece that has been sitting there stagnant. And there is going to be emotional ups and downs with that. But once you get through it, and I guess the idea of the date mornings is that it becomes microtherapy and it breaks down that wall and that barrier so it never becomes a thing.
Yeah. And so, but it was hard for Chris to learn that when I learned to shut up, but he thought something was wrong with me.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Like I learned to like shut my mouth and just be quiet and enjoy the silence. And he would think like something's wrong because I stopped arguing. I stopped pushing back.
Yeah, because I wasn't there yet. I wasn't there mentally yet in the confidence in knowing myself and honestly how I should be with just being open and honestly comfortable with myself.
Yeah. So we just wanted to bring you one last live here on the last day of the ISSA show. Again, if you're in the cleaning industry, you need to be here. You need to be a part of this association. I had the pleasure of hosting Coffee and Conversations yesterday, which is a social networking thing for ISSA residential. And the amazing RJ and Gosha started Coffee and Conversations over a year ago, and they are stepping down. I am replacing one of them, so I will be taking that over. Jeannie Henderson, who sits on the ISSA chair, as the ISSA residential chair, is stepping down. These are amazing people stepping down, and we're sad to see them go. But that being said, guys, all of my cleaning companies out there, this is your opportunity to step up.
Yeah.
To get involved with your industry, to volunteer. We cannot just keep taking from the world, to this take mentality, right? That's why sometimes I don't like sales. Mm-hmm. I'm a horrible salesperson, but I like Gary Vee's approach to the jab, right hook.
Jab, right hook.
Yeah. But we can't keep taking. We can't just take. We must volunteer. We must give back. And with these amazing people stepping down, it's opening the doors and the opportunities for you to come in, for you to make a difference. And I don't want to hear any excuses that I don't have time, because I'm married, I have 3 kids, I have 3 businesses, and if Elon Musk can do what he does, I can sure the heck do this and still volunteer for my industry and help make an impact there. So put the excuses aside, manage your time, make an impact, make a difference, and get involved.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So we'll leave it on that mean tone.
Yeah.
On that mean tone. But again, if you guys have any questions at all, if you came to, I have like a million text messages and Facebook messages that are like, Libby, we stopped by your booth, but you weren't there.
Yeah.
If you want to talk to me, get a hold of me. I'm the easiest person in the world to get a hold of. It just may take a minute because, again, I'm at the conference.
Right. And if you're at the conference,
if you're at the conference, stop by the booth. We're booth number 2061. I had to look on the floor. 2061. The camera, okay. But stop by, say hello. If not, you can always find me on LibbyD.com or at wootrecruit.com or at organizeit.services.
There you go.
Yes. All right, guys. Have a great day, and we will see you on Saturday for our date mornings.
Yes.
Live on Saturday.
Bye.
Bye.